Start stream. Put this here. My mic is still working. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary pals to Higurashi When They Cry. We have stopped, hopefully, still at the scary part, because I don't remember my fucking memories of fish. So, poop, 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 poop. Load. Yes. There we go. I can take my, and I just can. Yeah, there we go. That's good. My bag is thankful for support. The corpse, which just glanced, had been brutally killed after a period of torture. In actuality, however, it was pitiful sacrificial remains of a man-eater's terrifying feast. Also, the fact that this happened in a remote village in Japan, I am not surprised. With the fact that even Europe has cannibalistic kind of ties to certain parts of the world. Also, our torture methods are insane, but I'm pretty sure everywhere the torture methods are insane. I don't know why I'm talking about the torture methods right now, because this is insane. The corpse was just leftovers. It was so fantastic, so strange that it didn't feel real. Was this the insertion of legends too? By the way, it's amazing how we create legend around atrocities. Like, goddamn. Because if somebody told me demons ate them, sure, demons. They were cannibalistic assholes. But I understand also that there was like famine and war and stuff like that, so I'm not surprised. Looking back at it, this is a remote village, and if there's a bad crop season, you're fucked. It happened in the Meiji era, though, which is just too recent to be called a legend. Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh, thank God I have my phone. When is the Meiji era? Because if it's like 1940s, that's insane. The Meiji. Meiji era. Uh, fuck me. When? Question mark. Oh, it wasn't recent. Fuck you. It's okay. 1868 to 1912. So, 100 years, give or take, if we're going by this time period. But I don't know when Higurashi is at. Is it the 80s? Oh damn! Then it was recent. Also, there's a newspaper clipping right here suggesting it. Okay, but even if it really happened, it was a long time ago, right? I mean, the Meiji era ended 100 years ago. Okay, that's all. Only 100 years ago. Besides, it kept happening even after the beginning of the Showa period. I'm not gonna fucking know when the Showa period. Like with the uproar. Why did the music cut off and suddenly? Oh god. Like uproar around the post-war can flash incident. What? Like the with the what? The uproar of the post-war can flash incident. What the fuck was the post-war flash incident? What? Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. I need to see this. So wait, Showa period. Showa period. See, the Showa period is 1926 to 1998. Now that's recent. So this was happening like simultaneous. Then post-war canned flash incident. Oh, fuck me. Oh, shit. The Shikiyama incident, also known as the Ogasawara incident, was the 1944 murder of 8 American prisoners of war of Shikiyama in the Bonin Island by the Japanese captors. Japanese officer later cannibalized 4 of the victims believed to provide health benefits. Um, the ninth only evade capture was used for but at war, discovered that the captured airmen had been beaten and tortured before executed. Wait, trial? No, wait, what's the... Okay, so the incident of cannibalism. So they were American prisoners captured in war and cannibalized. Okay. Oh, I apologize. The story was taboo, wasn't it? Takano-sama immediately stopped talking as it worried about Shion. Shion briefly looked somewhat angry, but that expression soon disappeared. Huh? Takano, what did you just say? Canned flesh? Please don't laugh. Just then there a huge creaking noise. Fuck me, everybody whipped around to look. It was Tomitake-san, who had opened the door slightly. Ha ha ha, did I startle you? Oh, Jiro-san, could you not resist seeing inside? This is a splendid treasure trove of torture device. Oh, Tak-san, you be twisted. I'll pass on that. I'm a sort of thing by nature. Takano's-san held her stomach and had to muffle her laughter if she wanted to make a comment about his masculinity. In any case, what does that have to do with masculinity? Even, like, goddamn, women and men don't like torture and death. Apparently Takano-san does. The dance of ceremony are over and everyone is going down the stream. The festival will be over within minutes. Oh, that's no good. My Barakuni is just such a good listener that I couldn't help but telling stories. What? I'd rather not you mention me in a place like this. Jiro-san, could you wait out front? I want to take a few pictures. There's actually a lot of tools I'd like to bring home, but we obviously can't do that. Takano-san took off the camera, her paper bag, and began to snap photographs. Just get out of the fucking shed. She looked like she was having fun, like she was on a scavenger hunt. Keiichi-kun, are you leaving too? I've seen enough! Shion, you're good too, right? Let's get out of here. I want some fresh air. Oh, this motherfucker is like, not. I'm good. We don't need to do this anymore. I wanna go out. I agree. Let's leave. I did feel a bit of hesitation leaving Tanako-san's by herself in the darkness. When I thought about it, I realized that whatever kinds of evil spirits and ghosts lurk in the darkness, none of them can hold a candle to how scary she was. Even if a phantasm were to appear, she'd be enjoying and flash her camera at it. Why the fucking music? No! This is not... It seemed like she shared my somewhat rude mental image. We exchanged a glance and smiled painfully. This is not the time for this music. We left Takano-san there, bathed in her strobe of camera flash, and decided to leave the ritual storehouse. Oh, I'm an asshole. I remember, I didn't see Rika-chan's dance. Everyone at the festival seemed to have gone to the stream too, so their voices were very distant. The voices of Box, on the other hand, were clear, lending the empty feeling of isolation to the place. The music does not fit this moment. How was it? Interesting? Tomitake-san gave a somewhat mischievous grin. No, fuck you. He should have been able to tell by looking at how pale our faces were. I should have kept watch outside with you, Tomitake-san. Tomitake-san laughed so delightfully that it wiped away our dark feelings. How did you fare, Shion-chan? Were you scared? I was prepared for it, so I wasn't too afraid, but seeing the real thing was powerful. Shion spoke like she wasn't scared at all. She really had been quite afraid, but seeing as how I was in a way worse a state than her, I didn't have much room to talk. As Tomitake-san grinned candidly, my mind, exhausted and looked by nervousness, began to calm itself. Was Takano-san an adult about this little expedition? You know how she seems like a child sometimes. I was worried she would be too excited. What the Tomitake-san, this is not... You are... What's it... What, enabling her. Thank you, that's the word I was looking for. Both Shion and I laughed and left that as our answer. Fuck you two. You should have said no, she's crazy. Get away from her. Hopefully she was only looking at things. I'm worried she'll sneak something out of there. Or mess with the ritual implements too much and break it something. Right, that's quite possible. She's alone in there right now. She might pilfer something small and easily concealed. Hiding in her pocket. Oh my god, the smell of the place inside. I'm just remembering that that's insanity. Yeah, I can see that. Shion said what I was thinking. You're sure she didn't break anything? I could clearly hear some noises like someone jumping up and down. I was getting pretty nervous. Who was jumping up and down? I'm sorry. I ran out of the film. Jiro-san, if you have any more, could you use some? Takano-san suddenly appeared while we were talking about her, taking everybody by surprise. Tomitake-san soothingly grinned and responded as if nothing had happened. It's pretty mature. I'm all out of spirit film. Sorry about that. Jeez. You won't win a Pulitzer Prize by not stocking enough film for any occasion, you know. I suppose that's it then. Tomitake-san scratched his head apologetically. Without film, we're done here. Takano-san seemed to have given up because of that too. We checked after to make sure we hadn't left anything inside, then closed the door and turned the heavy padlock we'd left beside it. Takano-san, you didn't sneak anything out, right? How rude. I'm trying not to be that childish. Kerchank. Tomitake set the padlock back in a way that was before. From a cursory glance, it didn't look like thieves that snuck in at all. Okay, let's get over to the stream ourselves. If we don't, at least send... Why is the music so inappropriate here? Caught afloat, there won't be any point in coming to the festival. Tomitake-san spoke brightly, urging us all on. Setting caught in a flow down the stream. I shake my head a few times, driving away the dismissal thoughts as to the double meaning. Takano-san, looking a little let down, kept turning back to glance at the ritual storehouse. Let's just leave it all at that, alright? You saw enough to state your curiosity, didn't you? Oh, not at all. Everything I found only renewed my interest. Takano-san, you're insane. All those stories and legends suddenly hold water. After today, I'm going to have to change the way I look at this. Wow, she's truly indomitable. Fuck off. Her curiosity really is something else. Still interested in all this, though true and true. Oh god, the music did not fit the atmosphere. We descended the stone stairs. All the people crowding the stream came into view. Near the bottom of the stairs, we could clearly see people receiving content that had been cut out of them, then wishing upon the cotton and setting it afloat on the stream. The festival was already over. Damn, I missed my chance to photograph the best part of the Watanagashi. Oh, but it's not too late. I'm going to go and set something afloat. Perhaps you could take pictures of me. Takano said with an impish expression and brought her head to Tomitake-san's shoulder. Despite his age, he looked embarrassed. Oh god, you two are the worst. It felt an honest respect for Tomitake-san, man to man, for dating such a handful of a woman. Goodbye then, my Barakun, Shion-chan. We're going down to the stream. Would you like to come with us? No, I couldn't get in your way. Please take your time. Shion waved her hand at them with an expression just as impish as Takano-san's. Why are the old women so insane? Tomitake-san, on his part, seemed to want us to come, but whatever. Shion gave a big stretch and sat down on the stone steps. Hey, I'm pretty worn out. You're the worst. I don't like you, Shion. I miss restriction stance. Same here. I'm exhausted too. Kei-chan, this is your first Watanagashi, isn't it? You go on, don't mind me. I'm tired, so I'd like to stay away from the crowd. Yeah, if we were going down now, we'll barely slip into the end of the cotton drifting ceremony. My sister and your other friends might be looking for you too. Go on. Oh yeah, right. Oh, now you remember, huh? They've been by themselves ever since we got separated. I'd feel bad if you were looking for me. Then she suddenly got a playful look and she put the index to her lips as if telling me to keep this a secret. My sister is the type that gets really jealous. If she knew I was hogging you this whole time, she never let me hear the end of it. So keep tonight a secret, okay? Oh, like that's gonna work. The fucking. What's his name? What's the lord's name that in this game? Okay, not Okayashima-san. Don't say things that are so embarrassing. Not only because of that either. Considering what we were doing tonight, we really need to keep it a secret. Oyashiro-sama's, that's... Okay, oh my god, my brain. Oyashiro-sama's curse might happen tonight, and the V4 would be the prime candidates. Why? 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 And this music is the fucking reason I can't chill. The losing trend of attention became taunt again. She and her burst out laughing. Alright, I'm going to get out of here before I run into my sister. I really am tired, so don't have the endurance to put up with her anyway. I can't tell if you get along with her or not. We get along. Though as she said that, her vague expression explained that there are a lot of oddities in a relationship between twins. I'm an only child, so I don't really get it. Make sure you get along with her, okay? Right, thank you kindly for your meddling. Okay, I'm gonna go. You should hurry up if you want to make it, Kei-chan. Watanagashi really is about to end. Shion stood up, brushed the dust off her backside, and after watching her do, I turned my eyes to the final ceremony of the Watanagashi festival below me. Seriously though, what was that sound anyway? It was kind of unpleasant and creepy. Huh? What sound? The sound. You know the banging noise? What banging noise? It was really loud, wasn't it? Fuck you! I don't know. I didn't hear it. I was giving her a blank expression. She stared hard at me. I stared hard at her too. Sorry, Shion. Could you give me a short version? What was making noise? Wait, Kei-chan, it didn't bother you? When all is said and done, it was like we were speaking two different languages. Shion, explain to me without jokes from the beginning, will you? What's this about the noise? Kei-chan, you're quit joking around too. Really, honestly, I didn't bother you? Neither of us was giving any ground. And both of us were staring at the other in disbelief. We were answering questions with more questions with no sign of actual conversation in sight. Baffled, I had the urge to shout at her and ask politely one more time. I'm going to ask you one more time, okay? I'll ask the question. She nodded silently. Okay, here it goes. You said there was a sound. What are you talking about? The banging sound. It was like a kid was jumping up and down on floorboards somewhere far away. Oh, Shion, you son of a bitch. It really didn't bother you? There was nothing to be bothered by. When did you hear this? I never heard anything. Wait, Kei-chan, are you serious? Shion, as she didn't understand my plain and simple answer, pressed me further, her expression serious. I have no clue what she was talking about, but if it has Shion acting so like this whenever it gave me the creeps and a silent chill down my spine. It was while we were looking around in the inside of the ritual storehouse with Tanako-san, about the time she started her story, I think it was. Little by little, louder and louder, off and on. She heard a banging sound like a child jumping on the distant floorboards. That can't be true. Don't start anything to scare me after that. I didn't hear anything at all. In fact, it was so utterly silent in there that my own heartbeat was almost deafening. Please don't try to scare me either, Kei-chan. It was like something was making noise in time with the Tanako scary stories. I was totally creeped out the whole time. The chill rose from my spine to the back of my head. My blood turned cold. Hello! It's a horror series. I played episode 1. I know that it's episodical. And I know that bad times are coming. Like really bad times. I was killed in the previous episode. I'm not happy that would happen again. But I accepted it. I didn't know that there was a cannibalistic village in here. So that's new. That's very new. But in a way, it was remote, famine, war, like that. And I'm not gonna go into it. No, I did not watch the anime. I'd rather play the OG and then watch the anime. See where the discrepancies are. I'm like that. But yeah, I heard it's an awesome game. By the way, I love it. My blood turned cold as it crawled off my body. When it reached my head, my mind froze over. You, Takono-san, weren't paying any attention to it at all, so I pretended not to hear it either, but you heard it, right? It happened a bunch of times. And it was really loud, yeah. Like, it's the same with, like, I started watching, like, Naruto when I was young, but then I got into the manga, and then everything went, eh. Only because there was so many filler episodes, my boy. Why? It happened a bunch of times, and it was really loud. By the way, why is Shion hearing this? Oh, oh, is she gonna die? Oh, she probably gonna die. Ooh. Shion's ever begging me to tell her I heard it. I had no doubt, however, that my own eyes suggested something intelligent, and you've gotta be kidding me, look. Is that the storehouse surrounded by brutal ritual tools that look like they were from another planet, listening to terrifying old stories? The whole time, Shion had been hearing a sound that we couldn't hear by herself. Should it make Shion who heard it tremble, or should it make me who didn't hear it tremble? I don't know the answer to that at the time. Okay, maybe Shion heard it. Maybe Shion heard it because she was in Hinamizawa. Like, she's the resident. And we know that the... Yeah, first episode I died. In second episode nobody died yet. But yeah, Shion is probably on the chopping block. Because the Yashiro-sama's curse is basically targeted against traders of the village, right? And she's probably gonna be next, I'm just saying. For now, Shion seemed to have made that decision before I did. Ah, what are you laughing about? I really got you, Kei-chan. Fuck you! I was fearing the whole time. No, you were not. The fucking look of fear was upon you. What? Shion laughed, saying how easily scared I was, and clapped me on the back. Her smile seemed somewhat artificial, but actually made me feel worse. That's not bueno. After that, leaving me with 2 or 3 generic diplomatic goodbye phrases, she left almost like she was running away. Oh, this bitch heard it. This bitch heard it. All I can do was look at her, my mouth agape. Oh yeah, Shion. No, I think she lied. I think she lied right now when she said she didn't heard it. Like, she was pranking us. I think she heard it. At the end of the day, I didn't have a clue what was going on. Shion left it all and said she had been lying, but she couldn't possibly have been lying. Of course not. And now that I think back, Tomitake-san said the same thing, didn't it? Yeah, Tomitake did hear. Like, he did hear something banging up and down. Dog. I could clearly hear some noises like someone jumping up and down. I was getting pretty nervous. That I even commented like nobody was jumping up and down. Tomitaka, the most natural party present at the time, had said he heard something. Then that noise. It was real? The banging sound. Sound as though a child was jumping up and down some kind of floorboards far away. The Shirasama skirt, which happens each year, must happen again tonight. The most plausible weekend candidates were Tomitake, Shion, Tanako, and me. Yeah, 'cause you be a dumbass. No girl is worth this. No girl is worth you dying. The bustling of the people surrounding further away than I would have liked, and the sound of the insects sounded too close for comfort. I'm near so much human warmth, and yet I can't even go back there again. That was the ominous idea that sprout in my mind. Then, all of a sudden, I was pounced on behind, causing my heart to lurch. Oh, thank God, Erika. Keiichi, we found you! It was Rika-chan. When I turned around, Mion and Rena was there too. Mion sighed and said, we finally found you. Now we just need to find Satako. Man, Satako is gone. Everyone split up this year. We should make sure we have somewhere to meet up afterwards next year. How? You're right. It's the festival, so we should all be together. I listened to Mio's happy declaration with a little bit of guilt. Yeah, you should feel guilty, you son of a bitch. You should feel guilty. I didn't see Rika-chan dance. Keiichi, did you root for me when I was dancing? Fuck me, no! Please don't make me lie. Oh, you bitch. You son of a... Oh yeah, I saw it all. You did a great job all the way through. No mistakes either. Oh, she did make a mistake, didn't she? Yeah, that's right, Rika-chan. That didn't count as a mistake. What the fuck did happen? Oh no, what happened? I tensed up. He is a liar, a traitor now. He's cursed. Yeah, pretty much. Nope. The moment Shion dragged him away from the festa, I was like, oh, you a dead man. Oh, you dead. I tensed to release a mistake of my own. Mion slapped a hand on my shoulder a little roughly. A gross sweat broke out of my whole body. Oh, did you do it too, Kei-chan? Did you get some cotton and send it down the stream? I didn't. You haven't yet, right? Is what I could feel her saying. Without the courage to tell any more lies, I lifelessly shook my head. Huh? You haven't, Keiichi-kun? You should go now or it'll be over. It'll be over. Sorry. This is my first Watanagashi, so I don't really understand the rules and stuff. That's right. I'm sorry. Okay, she looked back to normal. Mion took my hand and we started walking down the stone steps. Hey, Kei-chan, what? Did you see Shion? Oh, oh no! Run, run, run. Bro, no. My heart skipped another beat. Maybe Mion couldn't sense my surprise to my hand. No, oh well. Yeah, she deader than that. No, oh well. I'm sort of think I saw her. You two look so alike, though I might have been you. You wouldn't have gotten that wrong. We're wearing different clothes. Oh God, stop lying. Just tell the truth. You're such a bad liar. Mion's momentary silence was a death grip upon me. I just can't do anything about that, Shion. Well, it's her we're talking about, so we can just leave her be. Oh, okay, she... Oh God, thank God. I thought she was gonna go all wild-eyed on me. Mion's expression turned to her former usual smile and we continued down the stone step, her firmly pulling my hand along. She's gonna tear my hand off. I don't trust this. This is bad. Can I... Okay. This is not good. You have received tips from the scrapbook for... Who killed Kay? Oh, I don't remember. Like my old archived videos are on YouTube, but I can't remember. I think it was Rena. Was it not Rena? I think it was Rena. View all new tips. Cause she be crazy. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Watanagashi. The rite of the Watanagashi performed during the village festival every June. The Guldan Machete, yeah, boy. But reading back to the origin turns up a serious Singyu ceremony. Originally, Wataganashi would have fixed intervals, and after receiving Oyashiro-sama's trust, they chose a sacrifice. Then the entire village would kidnap, demon away the person, and ceremoniously dissect and devour them in a feast. See, this is what I'm talking about of an insane town. Oh boy. Close. I don't want this. The rules determine the interval shrouded in mystery. This is because the ceremonies occurred extremely irregularly. There's a theory that it was determined based on the astrological fortune telling, but it isn't too convincing. Yeah, because wouldn't more people be fucked if it were astrological? The residents of the ancient Onigafuchi village firmly believed that they were half man, half demon, transcendent, and they were more valuable than humans were, and they forced people within and without to accept that. Perhaps the act of... Hello, Amin. Very true, Amin. Very true. So just don't be dumb as Keiichi, because the man can't lie for shit. Perhaps the act of kidnapping intel people was done to prove that they were higher up on the food chain. This is just hypothesis, but maybe the rite of Watanagashi was a political event for the purpose either being an outlet for or outright diverting the attention of the villagers, insulating. Again, my only thing is I understand it on a legend and human base. Like they were remote, might have had a bad crop. The resorting to cannibalism, but see, the thing is, why keep going at it? Like, what does this bring to the village? Like, Oyashiro-sama's curse is gonna suddenly take everybody out? Nah, bro. No, something's not right. The rules determine the interval. No, there's a theory determined. Okay, the resident of Nagafuchi believed that they were half men. Perhaps the people done to prove that they were higher up than the food chain. Okay. Villagers explanation. They were something. This isn't good. Scrap for 4, 5 actually. Sorry. Bad crop, cannibalism, crop eventually good, villagers now technically good. Yeah, probably. I mean, if it's like years and years of bad crops and political and economical uproar and this like discourse, that could make. My theory is people from outside Japan came and got stranded in Japan, and because everybody was racist at that time, believed they were demons. And somehow those two interloped together, made newer generations, and now the Hinamizawa village believes they are descendants of demons, even though contrary to that, they were just probably immigrants of some kind. And yeah, year of bad crops, year of economical discourse and everything probably led to them becoming cannibals. And because this became like a legend, it became like a ritual every year, maybe twice a year or something like that. They didn't give up the rituals, believing that maybe if they do that, they will receive Oyashiro-sama's curse. And yeah, that's my theory right there. Could be wrong, probably is. I'm just giving it out here. But that wouldn't explain, like... Yeah, I mean, It's like a shorter version. The thing I'm thinking is, what if they're actually demons and they're actually. But you know what? If it were a fact that this was an isolated village, now hear me out, I might be wrong, and the Americans and the Japanese got together and got babies, who is to say that those Americans didn't have a like a genetic disease or something, or the Japanese that had genetic diseases? There's also something about incest. I don't want to talk about it, but in a lot of villages, there's a lot of incest because they're remote, right? And now imagine, like, that could also explain why Rena and Mion, yeah, basically mysteriously died. So I'm thinking is genetic, like, disease somehow made them very mentally unstable to a degree, and that's why they have like anger, and somehow that would explain some of it, I think, but not the full thing. Like, I'm thinking about, okay, this is internal. They could have been procreating, making more genetic defects. These genetic defects kind of apply to their mental state. That mental state gets worse as the years go by, and maybe that's only now visible in the newer generation than the older generation. Yes, thank you, Lan. Incest is a family business. Hello, Lan. How you doing? No, I might be wrong, but this is me just being like, it could be because there's like in Europe, like blue bloods married each other, even though they were brother and sister, to like have the pure blood. Now imagine that you're in an isolated village. Everybody knows everybody, and suddenly, you know how generational they all get smaller and smaller, so they have to like date each other, like date their cousin, date their, like that. And maybe, that could explain why every time somebody mentions that, everybody's so incessantly angry, and that's why everybody's like so tight knit in this, because hell, that might be generational stuff going on. Just saying. The alleged importance of implements. I can't find anything that gives concrete description of what the ritual implements were like. They were very real, and they were definitely existing in multiple of different kinds. One source says that the implements used in the Watanagashi rite alone numbered 200. What the Why do you need 200 of implements? Do you need that many for dissection? I'm so confused. Don't you just hacksaw it? Wouldn't that make... Oh my god, why am I getting Adgeen in my brain? Oh no. Oh no. The obvious question then is why they require such a myriad of them. Thank you, that's what I'm saying. The right of the Watanagashi to kidnap people through the demoning away, dissect them and eat them. I believe the tools were for dissection and restraining, but 200 of them is too far many. Thank you. Thank you. Generally, tools involved in such a way as to reach a solution for a certain problem. Once you reach the ultimate goal, that is, attaining a certain level of efficiency, the tool evolution normally stops there. These motherfuckers are what's it called? Sadists? Yeah, probably that. Regardless, why would they have created so many different kinds? Because they were sick fucks. One of the cultural elements responsible for diversification over time is that entertain. Yes, see that's. Tools used for entertainment would evolve over the time and branch out. Unlike normal tools, reaching the ultimate goal would be more of a dead end than it's searching for the next goal that would be split into many different subtypes. So then perhaps it's not a stretch to suggest that these 200 plus implements had some Wait, did the villagers see the dissection? Probably. Given the fact that they ate the organs then. Oh god, now I'm having a mental image of, You know how Romans had the big fucking stage around and around, and people just sat and watched dramas all the time? Now imagine that, like they do for medicine and shit like that. Now imagine that, but just for dissection, and people, they passed it along like, like turkey. Different times on the three families of old would develop one new implement, dissection to level one after another, and each was very novel and attractive spectators to keep them from growing bored. It's not unimaginable. All of them have been enshrined within that storehouse. This isn't much longer until the night of Watanagashi. Though its original intent has been lost, I will reveal the secrets of the traditional ceremonial night within the ritual storehouse. I can restrain. Oh, this is Tanako, right? This has to be Tanako. I can't restrain my excitement. Wait, did she like write this for a newspaper? Watanagashi, because it looks like newspaper behind it. Or maybe it's a personal journal. I can restrain my excitement, Watanagashi can come out soon enough. Probably a personal journal. Scrapbook, okay, so yeah, probably personal. Late that night, tensions in the police station were strained. Probably. In the silence, many of the staff members shifted back and forth between the clock and their telephones, continuing the seconds in the stifled atmosphere. Kumagaya-kun burst in with the young guy trailing behind him. Oishi-san, I've got some autopsy results. The court physician just got there. Sorry, my brain needed a moment. I already go, sir. I'm ready to go, sir. God damn. I head straight for Gifu. Kuma-chan, things have gotten a bit complicated. They appear to be having a very difficult time determining who the victim is. Oh, somebody already died? Oh no, is it Tomitake? Could they have been dismembered? Nope. Oh god, why? Cooked to a nice light brown. Extra crispy, yeah boy. He spoke in supportive tones, but the meaning behind his word was heavy. The staff gave a collective sigh. Wait, who got... Oh. Was Tanako-san again demoned away and Tomitake was crisped? Oh no. All the way head to toe. Completely blackened it seems. Probably smells terrible too. What a shame it is to be Gifu-san. Gifu? Who the fuck is Gifu? Who's Gifu? Cooked with no possessions, then discarded outside the prefecture. At worst, it would have taken a week for the body to be identified. The fact that they sniffed it out tonight was huge. Komiyama-kun and a few others are performing a throughout night raid on the dentist in Okinomiya. I'm amazed too. I would have thought that either Tomitake-san or Shion would be on the chopping block. We could do it in hope of tooth matches some medical records. But that's wait. That doesn't make sense. Why is this guy outside of outside of the prefecture though? Wouldn't it make more sense to him die inside the prefecture to make it a connection to Oyashiro-sama's curse, right? Because some people died near to them. It was a gift of a wife. Nice. No, but my thought is like Oyashi son of a bitch. Oyashiro-sama's curse, right? It's basically in Hinamizawa, not the outside prefecture, because the priest, the student, the protesters, right, all died inside of the Hinazama. Maybe this is not connected to the Yoshiro-sama's curse at all. Could someone buy me a 2 or so boxes of Ultra Milk? The young man answered the information and darted out into the hallway. We did an excellent job finding it this year. It could have been that people who disappeared in the past years were scattered outside the prefecture like this too. Nah, bro, I don't think this is connected to Yashiro-sama's curse, because I don't know who Gifu is, even. Then why not bury them? Or sink them into the Sea of Japan? Or Lake Biwa or somewhere like that. Why though? Hasn't the pattern so far been one person dies, the other disappears? Kuma-chan. The corpse was inside the old drum, unrestrained and cooked. They probably burned them after strangling them. Nah, nah, nah. I'm not. No, 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 no. No. That's not it. I think this is like a red herring. I'm pretty sure it's a red herring. Right here. Because it makes no sense why he would be outside the prefectures and was not knowing who the character is even. They knew it would be found. So what you mean is from the beginning they didn't want a person to disappear this year. Not as much as they just aren't related. Thank you! The person didn't disappear. In fact, whoever did it seemed to have wanted to make a show of it. You mean it could be a warning? He folded his arm and then heaved a long and heavy sigh. Oh, for fuck's sake. That might have been the case had it happened in town. If they messed up, taking the victim far away and burying them in a lie wouldn't have been noticed. If they meant it as a warning, they should have done it closer to Hinamizawa. They wanted to emphasize the fact that they killed the victim, but instead of doing it somewhere for the dramatic effect, they didn't outside the prefecture. They did want to emphasize it or hide it. Boy, I do wonder what Oyashiro-sama is up to this year. Phone. A telephone rang through in heavy silence. A staff member nearby snatched up the receiver. Oishi-san, it's Komiyama. They have it. The dental clinic in Okinawa fixed the wisdom tooth 3 years ago. What about the records? Complete with x-rays. Well, I feel bad for waking up the dentist before dawn. Kuma-chan, get out there as soon as you can and get the records for Komiyama-kun. Will do. Oh, it's the chief. Thank you for coming out at this hour. Oishi-san, my apologies for the lateness. What's the situation? Well, it's just getting good, you see. We're getting all fired up. Wow. This old man has... Oh my god. Exit. Boop, 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 boop. Save and load. Save. Yes. There we go. And continue. I got water now. I can do it longer. I'm in it. This is good. For my perched throat. I let out a big great yawn. It was like morning had arrived just as I got to sleep. As Mom sat up back, she gave me a pained smile. What the fuck, Mom? What happened? What's the matter, Keiichi? What time did you go to sleep last night? Well, I wanted to go to sleep at midnight, but I had some trouble with that. You were probably all worked out from the festival. No, that's not it. Crunch, crunch. I crunched down hard on a pickled radish to hide my pickled radish. Huh. Never had it. After all that happened yesterday and our discussion about the sound Shion heard, that banging noise, like a child from far away jumping up and down on wooden floor. But who would be the child in this case? Because that doesn't make sense. Oh, can it be like Rika-chan? No, not Rika. Maybe not. An idea came to mind. It's dumb. Sorry. The story wouldn't get out of my head, so I had trouble sleeping. It was a long night, and it just kept jumping at the silent sound of faraway tree branches, which should have been either unhearable or too insignificant to notice. When I woke up to the morning sunlight and birds chirping, it made me feel pretty ashamed about it, but it felt far from refreshing this morning. Hi, Rena, please don't go crazy on me. Oh god, now this fear is back. Keiichi-kun, good morning, huh? Keiichi-kun, your eyes are all red. Why is that? Why? Oh hey, good morning. I didn't get much sleep last night, so I'm sleep deprived today. Yawn. The festival yesterday was a lot of fun. Rena's excitement is too long time to go to sleep, so I took a long time to go to sleep too. Sleep. That's too many sleeps. My brain. In Rena's case, her excitement seems to still be wide awake. They should have had this kind of festival more often. So we can have lots of fun together again. How? Yeah. Rena talking about the festival made me remember everything I nearly forgotten from last night. The inside of the ritual storehouse had been so utterly different from the relaxed, bright, everyday life of Hinamizawa. But yeah, and you know what's worse? Thinking about it, a lot of like towns where crime happened, especially to this magnitude and this bad, they fucking try to hide it. Like in rare cases, they make a spectacle out of it, right? And I think this is what Hinamizawa was doing. I think it was trying to hide the worst part of it while still making a deal out of like why the festival was made, right? It's just insane. All those stories that Tanako-san told me too. The mysterious incident occurred of the day of the Wantanagashi festival every year. The strange incident where one person would die and the other would disappear. The old stories from Hinamizawa flickering like a candle behind them. The numerous and horrifying tradition of the Onigafuchi village. The villagers with demon blood in them. The terrible cannibalistic feasts. The poor sacrifice. Also, now my brain is going back. Imagine being born to a family that eats people. That's fucking terrifying. The poor sacrifices kidnapped from human villages, victims of the Inakakushi. The quell the rage of Yoshiro-sama, the ritual involving living sacrifices. There were also many others. There were so many stories that just remembering them put me in a foul mood. Most of them weren't fiction either, they were true. We didn't need to fear them just because they were real though, since it all happened so long ago. Such a very long time ago. Yeah, not really, you're fucked. Where's Mi-chan? She's late. Huh? Before I realized we arrived at the place where we'd usually meet with Mion. Probably because I was so lost in thought. We agreed that she isn't here by now, we can just go ahead, right? Should we? Mion being late wasn't too rare an occurrence, but today she was unusually late. A few of the ominous tales from the night before came back to life in my mind again. Who would die this year and who would disappear? It couldn't have been Mion. What should we do, Keiichi-kun? If we don't get going, we'll be late. She'll be here. She didn't call to tell us she'd be staying home today, right? Let's just wait 5 more minutes, okay? Rena looked at her watch and seemed a little worried, but then she nodded with a satisfied smile. We had to wait 5 more minutes. We have to run as fast as we could to the school or we'll be late. Also, how bad of a punishment is like being late in a Japan school? Like in my case, where in Slovenia, right? I was late like a motherfucker. I got a citation, right? It just said, hey, your daughter was late 5 minutes, and they would make a fucking big deal out of it. And I'm just like, hey, I didn't miss 1 hour, I missed 5 minutes. And she, like, I remember one time my teacher was like, it doesn't matter if it's 5 minutes or 10 hours, you're late. And I'm just like, this is me before I was treated to my OCD. That means I didn't fucking sleep. And the moment I slept, it was like, fucking finally, right? So whenever she said to me, I was just like, be happy that I'm not fucking walking out of the window right now. Like, I was so tired and my brain was frying, and she was like, thank you. Like, with us in Slovenia, like in my school, like I went to gymnasium and I was late like 10 minutes and nobody said, and you just had to apologize, say, hey, I'm sorry I'm late, may I take a seat? And they would like, yeah, go ahead. More problem would be if you missed like the whole hour and then you will like have an absent, right? And that would be a problem. But if you're late like 5-10 minutes, nobody gave a shit. But in like elementary or middle school, you miss like 5 minutes, they fucking cry. at you. It's punished by that. Really, Moon. Like, but all seriousness, being late 5 minutes does not meet in that sentence. At least we're not in a dystopian future where that would be punishable by that. Mi-chan, you're late. Huh? Huh? You waited? You should have just gone ahead. Ian was breathing heavily and her face was all red. Her house was was right down the road, wasn't it? It wasn't far enough for her to end up like this, was it? Mi-chan, are you not feeling well? Huh? Now that you mention it. Mia pushed Mion's back and put her hand on her forehead. Rena, your hand is pretty cold. Mi-chan, you're a little bit warm. It's no big deal. Give it a half a day and I'll be fit as a fiddle. I'm really okay. You don't have to push yourself, you know. What's this? Kei-chan, are you worried about me? That's nice of you. That's an answer wasn't like Mion at all. She must have had it pretty bad. It's just thinking you should push yourself so hard. You can tell the teacher you had to take the day off. I'm fine. I took some medicine. I think it's already working. Mion forced an energetic expression onto her face and flexed her bicep at us. Okay, let's go. Don't overdo it, but of course there's the time. What? We need to run or we won't make it. This morning sure is thrilling. Maybe just what I needed to shake off this slowness. Let's run. Hey wait, you sick, don't go overboard! Mion began to run vigorously away. Mi-chan is older than us, right? She knows her own body better than anyone. I decided to leave it at that and assume she was fine. Great, then we should get going too. We began to run after Mion. My god, I'm so happy to be done with school. I'm just, oh my god, the fucking annoyances are coming back at me and I'm just like, oh great, there's the trauma. The school looked the same as always. The hours passed listlessly and my lack of sleep took its toll. There was a sport where people competed by sleeping. I'd be champion right now. The trick is to overcome this sort of dangerous situation was to hold your pencils upside down. Why you ask? So you don't draw strange patterns all over your notes while you're half asleep. True. If I were holding your pencil upside down, that wouldn't happen, would it? Bum bum bump. Bum bum bump. Something that felt like an eraser hit me in the head 6 times. How did it hit you 6 times? How many erasers does this person have? Ow, ow, what was that for, Satoko? I haven't done a single thing. Fuck you, Satoko. Who else would play a prank on me like this? Oh, it was chalk, not an eraser. Huh? No! Oh, the teacher did it. Oh no! Behind me, like a female outlaw, might hold razors, was the teacher's saddle holding 3 pieces of chalk in each hand. Rumble, rumble, rumble. My Barakun, go ahead and wash your face. Right. Gladly. That alone was enough to wake me up, but I flew out of the hallway as if shoved out by pressure exerted by the teacher's sheer power. It was going to wash my face anyway, then I would be rather use the sinks in front of them rather than the ones in the dark restroom. Thinking that, I left the hallway and went to the entrance. The sun was strong. So strong you wouldn't think it was June. I turned the faucet and the lifeless bubbling noise, lukewarm water came pouring out. Goddamn, when the water outside is lukewarm, that's concerning. If I let it run for a few minutes, it should get cold. It looked at it absentmindedly for a little while. I knew you'd choose these things, Kei-chan. The ones out front just feel bigger, don't they? Oh, Mion. Yawn. No cutting class now. I stuck my hand into the water to find it had gotten so cold it seemed strange it had ever been warm. I scooped it up and splashed it against my face. Once I was done, I moved out of the way and Mion did the same. Mion, how is your cold doing? You're sleepy because of the medicine, not from the lack of sleep, right? Huh? Actually, this is a secret, but after the festival yesterday, I got wrapped up in the party my relatives were having. And well, I had a bit. She made a gesture like she was tilting a cup in. Oh my god, you drank alcohol! Wait, how old are you? This is not good. This is not bueno. Lady, why? Which means you didn't have a cold or anything. Are you hungover? Yeah, pretty much. How old are you? Nah, give me a break. I really didn't feel like, well. I suppose she'd be feeling lousy either way. Still, you treat colds and hangovers in completely different ways. I was worried over nothing. Man, I guess that's just like you, Mion. Mion scratched her head, a little embarrassed. She didn't seem to have a feeling well, but now that I knew it was a hangover, it didn't need to worry too much. It would go away with time, after all. Oh, but my hair really is pounding, so the teacher told me I should go home early. Oh, you cheater! So you're going home right now, Mion? Now that I looked again, Mion had her bag with her. She might have been on her way home. Yep, I feel bad about it though. I guess I went home like a good girl. Sorry I can't make it to the club. Would you take over as leader for today, Kei-chan? Oh god, don't give it to Kei-chan. Kei-chan is a dumbass. He's gonna give a challenge that nobody can do. I don't know if that will happen. We have that unspoken rule whenever we don't do club activities unless everyone is there, don't we? We never did it when you had to go to your part-time job, did we? Mion laughed virally, saying we didn't need to worry about her. No matter how much fun we have, though, I think that feeling guilty about friends who can't share it in it is a sign of really fantastic friendship. Yeah, but then you fucking feel guilty, don't you? Like I had, don't get me wrong, feeling on the outside is something I felt a lot of time when it came to my old friends. Like they would hang out. Of course they would invite me, but I was in like a mental state. I had OCD. I didn't want to go out. It was the worst. So I always felt bad saying no, but they had a fun time. And I'm just like, oh great. Now I feel worse. But that's a me thing, right? When you're sick, you don't get a choice whenever you hang out with friends or not. But yeah, this sucks. In the sense the Club Neon has created is a wonderful thing. As I thought about it, the moisture on my washed face dried up. I suppose we were talking too much. If I didn't get back the classroom soon, I could get in trouble. Okay, later. I'm going back. Be careful on your way home. Don't wobble into a sewer or brook, got it? I laughed at that, turned around, and started heading back to the classroom. Oh, and one more thing, Kei-chan. Oh my god, she's gonna mention it! Oh, she knows! I know this! Mion stopped me and I turned my hand to listen. What's up? This may might sound weird, but don't think too hard about it. Oh god. Well, that depends on what it is. Oh! Mm-hmm. Last night, near the end of the festival, did you see Tomitake-san or Tanako-san anywhere? I suddenly tensed up. Say yes. You know Tomitake-san and Tanako-san, right? You remember Kei-chan, when the four of you were talking during the set of the day before? If I could, I wanted to forget about sneaking into the storehouse that night as soon as possible. So hearing the names of the people I was with at the time really got to me. Beside that thought, why was Mian asking me a question like this? Motherfucker knows. Motherfucker knows. I ended up staring at her, unable to answer immediately. Was she asking if I had seen them or not, or was she asking the question knowing that I had? I couldn't tell. Well, maybe. I might have seen them around. I don't know. Oh, Why? You are such a fucking bad liar. Oh no, why? Kei-chan, just give more vigor in it. Oh my god, what an answer was she expecting from me? There was no way for me to know. I see. Fuck you, you lied, she knows. Then one more question. No! She knows you went into the shed on the same night. Did you see Shion? Yes, I did. Say that you saw Shion. My heart leaped into my throat again. The tiny needles buried underneath Mion's words prickled in me. Just be truthful. Didn't you ask me yesterday? I think I told you that I wasn't sure if I had her or not. Did you? Oh god, that's the look. That's the look of, oh you fucked. Oh you fuck boy. Oh no, I guess I just thought I'd get a different answer if I asked you again. I suddenly noticed something in Mion's eyes, something indescribable. Oh god, everybody died. Oh no, they didn't find the body. What if... Wait, what's Tomitake's last name? Is it Gyu? Oh fuck. Is Tomitake-san's last name Gyu? Does anybody know? Tomitake-san and Tanako-san. Shion too. She was asking me about them. There was no doubt about it. Last night, the four of us snuck into the ritual storehouse. She knew everything. Of course she does! So what? There's nothing ruining a curse anyway. That's right. Even Shion and Tanako-san said yesterday during the festival there was no curse. And that rather than a curse, it was the doing of the villagers. Oh, you're fucked! The villagers are gonna fuck you up. My blood curled. Mion was, almost without a doubt, aware that we snuck into the storehouse. It was nothing strange. I screwed up bad flipping on the light switch last night. If Mion had been searching for me, it was simple to imagine that she had seen the momentary light and come to find out what it was going on. Just say yes. Did you really not see her? Why do you intend on knowing if I did or did not? It's not important. It's just that there are some people who are speaking poorly of Timitake and Tanako and Shio and you, Kei-chan. Oh, you know. Don't you lie to me now. Don't you lie. Don't be lying. I didn't really hear what they were saying though. Unpleasant sweat dripped down my arms, and the sound of hanging from my fingertips was so annoyingly loud. I don't believe that you were doing something bad. I just wanted to ask a bit about it, so I did. The fucking fact that she's staring into my soul right now is not helping the situation. Sorry for making you uncomfortable, okay? I found myself unable to reply. My reaction must have made it obvious what the truth was, and yet I couldn't explain myself. Kei-chan, you weren't with Tomitake-san, Tanaka-san, or Shio, right? Just say yes! Do not lie! Yeah. Thank you! Oh my god! I finally wrung out the answer of ragged black. Mio's expression softened a little. That's good. I'll have to tell them. You weren't involved in anything bad, Kei-chan. So I'll make sure to tell everyone. Yeah, please do. Tell them I wasn't doing anything bad. To everyone, make sure. Oh fuck, the villagers are gonna fuck me up. Oh no, I remember what happened in episode 1. Like, I found out the villagers came to my house, I escaped. And then, was it Rena that caught me? I think she stabbed me. Oh, fuck. To everyone, make sure. Everyone. Everyone who is everyone. Okay, later. I'll be better tomorrow. Bye-bye. Wait, Mion, what do you mean by everyone? Just then, a freezing cold hand touched my back of my neck. Hey, you're late, my Barakun. How long does it take you to wash your face? It was the teacher. I was taking so long to come out to get me. I'm so sorry. I was just speaking to Mion. I turned around, but Mion has crossed through the schoolyard without me realizing it and was now standing at the gate. Come back to your studies, quickly now. The teacher was being insistent. We turned to the entrance. I looked back one more time and Mion was nowhere in sight. So, this is... Okay, last episode was Rena, right? Being crazy. This episode... This episode is Mion. Keiichi, you haven't seemed well all day. It's clearly because he has far too much fun yesterday. I don't want to be told that by one of who got lost. Your face was all red and you were nearly crying. Ah! Sachiko-chan was so cute last night. How? My friends did their best to try and cheer me up, but it didn't lighten my mood. Was it far worse than I thought? Had I really done something terrible last night? See, this is the thing, though. They didn't do shit. They just went into the shrine, and pardon my French, but aren't teens always breaking into abandoned facilities and doing God know what? And they basically did nothing that would incur Yashiro-sama's curse. Just saying. Like, they went in, took a few pictures, went out, closed it. Nothing else happened. Unless Tanako took something. But nobody's that dumb. Had really something terrible at night. Those thoughts remain with me for the rest of the day. Bye, Keiichi-kun. I'll see you tomorrow. Please don't go crazy. By the time I realized it, I was in front of my house. Mi-chan had a cold, right? Could you have a cold too, Keiichi-kun? Could you? Huh? I'm fine. I may look scrawny, but I never missed school because of a cold. Both you and Mi-chan didn't look so good today, though. Thanks for worrying about me. I'm fine. Idiots don't get cold, remember? Rena smiled and waved to me and left. Ooh. With my shoulders bobbing up and down from breathing heavily, I entered the house. As soon as I got back in, Mom called out to me. What? Keiichi? I'm so sorry, but could you go to the library and return a few books for me? I don't feel like it. Your dad and I have to wait inside the house for a phone call right now, so we can't. Why one person answers the phone, right? You could take a mess. Insanity in this game. I need to return them today. Could you please do it? Sheesh. Do I have to do it with that? Did it have to do with that job? No point in arguing it if they bring that up. Oh, so it's an excuse. The mother could have gone because the dad could answer the damn phone, right? Am I dumb? I guess I feel like Keiichi doesn't get a lot of attention as a kid, like from his parents specifically. I don't know if that's a Japanese thing, because I remember my parents being all around, like, where am I going? Who am I going with? Will you come back? Dinner's at this time. This is just like, hey, I'm going out and I'm not gonna be home at any hour. And they're like, oh, your dad's working. We can leave you alone for 3 days. And I'm just like, what the fuck? I guess so. Maybe they're so self-reliant. They don't need their parents. I'm very confused. I would be very much anxious ball when I was a kid if my parents left for 3 days while I was in high school. Look, I'm not legally an adult at that time. Please don't leave me alone for 3 days. I can't even cook normally. It's the team phone call. Exactly. We are a team. We need to do it. And I'm just like, no, you don't. Just one takes the message, the other can go. I guess so, but I don't know where the library is. Oh, you don't? It's a little past Okinomiya Station. See, the phone rang. My parents' faces immediately turned grim. Mom snatched up the receiver. Hello? My Vada speaking. I'm sorry? Yes, he's here right here. Then she thrust the receiver at my face. It's for you, Keiichi. Don't take too long, okay? I tried to ask who it was from, but asking the person on the phone directly would be faster. Hello? Oh, this is Sonazaki. Well, the younger one. Hello. Do you have time to talk right now? It was Shion. I knew it! The older sister has a hangover today, but the younger one no reference to it. Shion, I thought you would be sleeping in today with a hangover, same as Mion. What? Mion had a hangover? Ah, that's so like her. She laughed warmly, but Mom glared at me silently, telling me to finish up. Whoops, sorry. My parents are waiting for a boarding call, so I can't talk too long. What do you need? There's something I wanted to talk to you, but if we can't talk long, I guess that's it. She sounded a little disappointed. What would she want to talk to me about? Now I was interested. Then how about we meet in person? You could show me where the library is too. That would be great. Mean the public library? You mean the public library near the station? Yeah, that's fine. I go past there on my way to work anyway. Okay, then you know. Also, something's not computing. If this is like a 16, 15. Oh, how old is she on or me on? Because they talk about it like it's a job. And I'm like, is it a student job? But they're not students, they're high schoolers. And I'm just like, wait, that doesn't make sense. Oh, 17. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, then the job is normal. Okay. That I was just like, what the fuck? At the intersection where the small path from the Sonazaki house. Thank you, Amin. Oh, it could be a part-time job. But at the same time, where does she go to school? Okay, Did Shion ever appear in school? No, she did not. She did not appear in school. I don't know if she goes to school. I'm very confused. Because the way, like, it was presented, she works there for like 6 to 8 hours. And that's a full-time job. From Sonazaki's house splits. Okay, Chike-chan. I mean, didn't they say that the relative's job, it's normal to have a relative's job? Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah. I'm not saying, I'm just like debating, is it like a student job or like a part-time job or something? I'm very like that. Because even if you take a student job, you'll actually work like 6 to 8 hours to get like the full wage. But if she's helping relatives, I can see that. Also, the relatives should be paying her like a shit ton. Because if I have to wear something like that, you paying me a shit ton. Oh, Kei-chan, don't you... didn't I not tell you? I don't live at the main house. I live in Okinomiya. Oh, she's fucked. If we could meet by the ticket machine in Okinomiya station, that would be great. Main house, living in Okinomiya. Now that she mentioned it, it's always seemed like the Sonozaki sister weren't communicating. Did they live in different houses? Also, now that she mentioned it, Rena did say that she never met the younger sister, despite going over to play sometimes. Let's meet at the station then. I'll go there right away. Bye. I said the receipt of that, and my mom immediately thrust a large pile of books in my face. Yeah, I don't like the parents. 6 volumes of long-form mystery novels. Okay, now I like the parents again. Mom had her own hobbies. Thank you, Keiichi. Be back by nightfall. Got it. Okay, I'm going. I suppose I change my clothes and grab my bike keys. I climbed the stairs to my bedroom. Shion had been waiting for me already, so meeting up was a smooth process. Wow, Mio never keeps her appointment. I mean, honestly. Making my sister the standard for everything will get you in trouble. Shion seemed a little unsteady too. She was drinking with me on last night, wasn't she? You were drinking last night too, weren't you? Don't try and hide it. You definitely weren't home from the school early. Oh, too bad. I've been at home all day in the first place. I'm smarter than Mion, after all. Oh god, don't say that. Keiichi will go nuclear. Hey, I don't think you can call playing hooky smarter. You should finish your errand first. we don't have much time. We're going to the library, right? Yeah, thanks. My mom had to return some books by today. Is the library far? No, it's really close by. She said that we spotted the signboard for the library almost immediately. It was this easy to find, and I guess I didn't need Shion to show me where it was after all. We rode around a bend, and the building was already there. She won a public library. We lived in the county. No, country. Like country life? Okay, that makes sense. So I didn't expand too much, but it was pretty big. The first floor was actually a government office, so the library was only the second floor, but it still looked large enough to fit a decent collection of books. We passed through the automatic doors and were greeted by the cool breeze of air curtain. The cicadas had been loud outside, but it was quiet inside the library. The air conditioning inside was keeping the temperature at an ideal level for the books, which had the mildew smell unique to old paper. And I like the smell of new books. I'm currently lurking at my Berserk collection. I guess every library is basically the same. If there was one difference, it was a non-anime humanoid. Oh yeah, the person in the background. Oh god, I actually thought she had the smiley face drawn on her face. It looks like red cheeks and then a smiley, but that's the head connecting to the throat, and I'm just like, ugh. I was one of those people that seemed like a distant memory. Hello, I have books I'd like to return. The library went through the process of checking them in and then returned my mom's library card. Shion was going around the bookshelves with a deeply interested look on her face, like she wasn't the type who went to libraries very often. I'm so sad. Like, my town's library is very extensive. It has a big ass child section. It has a big ass everything other section. But when you look at the comic and manga section, I'm just like severely sad. Like the first comic I ever really loved, like I read Mickey Mouse comics, right? Those were the dog back in the day. And then I went to the library and they had Black Sad. And I'm just like, I love this. More please. And then they never got more and I'm just so sad. Sorry for the wait. I'm all done. Libraries sure are nice and cool, aren't they? I want to work in a library one day. Oh, yes, please. Don't know whenever to call that boring or dependable. It's pretty small drink compared to your sister. Mion would definitely want to be a hard-working employee of an international trading company or some crazy job that involved her running all around the world. Compared to that, what Shion said is pretty heartwarming. Well, we need to keep our differences dear to us. We're not copies, we're two different people called Shion and Mion. Twins have a lot to think about, huh? Still, it sounds like fun. I don't have any brothers, so they're just me and my parents at my house. I can get a little uncomfortable. Yeah, your parents suck. So, sure, let's call it uncomfortable. It's the same for me. I don't live with Mion after all. Oh right, she said something like that, didn't she? Why though? Sisters living apart is unusual. We were getting tired of talking while we were walking. We ended up going to the lounge area, which was vacant, and continuing the conversation. Yes. Mion lives in the main house and I live in Okinomiya. So, Okinomiya is what's... Who... Okay. What do you mean by main house? You make it sound like you were nobility. It's just the main house. The Sonozaki family's main house. Mion's the successor. She lives with Nana and apparently studies all sorts of things as preparations to be the head of the... Oh, oh god, it's a generational thing. Oh, bitch. Is she like... Are the Sonozakis like founding members of Hinamizawa? Because then it would explain why Mion is being like she like gives out the Oyashiro-sama's curse, right? What if the Sonozakis were doing this for generations? Oh, that would make so much sense. Nana apparently studies all sorts of things and a preparation to be the head of the family. Mion, the head of the family. It's kind of in her personality, but it kind of didn't too. Oh, does that mean Mion can never leave, though? Oh, that's so... Aww. Kei-chan, you just moved here, right? This would sound like boasting, but we of the Sonozaki family are kind of personages around here. Yeah, I kinda imagined. Huh? Seriously? Personage. Didn't really match the extremely sociable air that Mion and Shion gave off. For what Shion explained, the Sonozaki family goes way back to the beginnings of Hinamizawa. That's what I... Thank you. Getting backstory. After the war, there were a bunch of successful ventures and extended their influence to a wide area. So the Nozaki House is the foundation under which the entire family cooperates. Though through the current family head, Grandma was the only one who built it. How old is Grandma? The entire family would provide backup to help one relative with a business venture. They were like a huge living company. This let them avoid tax-related... Immediately when they said that let him avoid tax-related problems. And I'm just like, oh, that's tax evasion, you son of a bitch. And help relative ventures succeed. Might be wrong on my part, but that's just my brain going, oh, tax evasion, cool. And for one and another, using large amounts of money. If I ever go to a walk through the Okinomiya, pay attention to the signboards and stuff. There's a ton of shops that are managed by members of the Sonozaki family. What are you, a fucking mob? Oh my god! Now that you mention it, that toy store looked like it was managed by relatives as well. Does that mean your relatives operate Angel Mall too? Even that few shops I was familiar with were involved with the Sonozaki family. It was definitely surprising. The family is particularly strong in finance and real estate. Oh my god, you are the mob! Even a lot of members in the Chamber of Commerce and Industry either have the last name Sonozaki or are their relatives. There are Sonozakis in the city council and the prefecture assembly. Oh my god! You are like Al Capone. I swear. Since they have Okinomiya area giving them strong electrical support. Oh sweet Jesus, this is a mob family. Wait a minute. This is all escalating pretty quickly. Her relatives operated shops in downtown Okinomiya and they were especially strong in finance and real estate. On top of that, a lot of those in the Chamber of Commerce and Industry are relatives. And there are even people elected to local offices. So then, the Sonozaki family is pretty famous in the area. Yes, it's crazy. No, how did you get here? Where did you come from? My god, old man. Give it a rest. Oh. Oh, my throat. All of a sudden, a cigarette-smoking, overweight old man interrupted our conversation. Wait, I know this guy. Hello. Good afternoon. Are you on a date today? Oh, what I would give to be young again. If you thought we were on a date, then why are you bothering us? Oishi-san. That was it. He was Oishi-san, a police officer. I thought it was this person who came to my rescue when I got involved with the delinquents before. Now that I thought about it, Mion didn't seem to like him very much. Nobody likes Oishi-san. He's such a nice dude. No, I apologize. I heard a familiar voice, so I came over to see. Oishi-san laughed chorously. See, my brain just can't fucking... Okay, words, no. Not showing any sign of giving up. Shion watched him do so I didn't feel the same sense of malice from her as I had from Mion. Maibara-san, right? You're the one tough guy. Two-timing with Sonozaki sisters. Oh my god, two-timing with the Sonozaki sisters! Old man, why are you doing this? You're getting me more trouble. Oh no. No, I'm not two-timing anyone. I turned around to look at me and plead for help, but she was grinning and maintained her silence. Grace wondered. She looked at the clock. I'm sorry, Kei-chan. I really need to get to my job. Huh? Oh, did you? Oh wait, didn't Shion have something to talk about today? Not with this weird man here, though. Yep, I'll see you later. Oh, I'll give you a call after I'm done. It'll be okay to call at night, right? Yeah, probably okay. Then I'll talk to you later tonight. Bye. Shion left so fast she was practically running. Oishi-san was waving at me with a grin. I felt like I'd been left here as a bait so she could get away. Maybe she was lying about having to go to work. You're quite a big shot, being so close to the Sonozaki daughters. Don't. Old man, don't you comment. Old man, don't you comment. Maybe I should rethink how I talk to you. No, too, Nufufu. Oishi-san put a coin into a vending machine as he said something a bit appalling. Is IT okay with you? Do you want milk in it? Huh? Oh, no, I put some in then. Alright. Here you are. He handed me... Where did the tea come from? If it's a vending... Is it like cold tea? I'm so confused. You're making me confused. Filled with the brim with ice as it looked absently minded. How did you get filled? What? You said vending machine. I don't think I'm obligated to have a guy like this buy me a drink, but he did get it for me, so I'll thank him. Was Oishi-san just killing time? We didn't know each other well, but he still engaged me in a conversation about all sorts of dumb things. When I thought back to how I talked with Shion, this seemed like a total disaster. Maebara-san, how much do you know about the Sonozaki-san? How much do you know about Sonozaki-san? Other than what I heard just now, nothing. Until then, I hadn't known anything about them, either Mio and Shion, other than the fact that they were interesting. I really did only just learn that she was the daughter of some prestigious family. The Sonozaki are a Yakuza group with the entire region under their thumb. What the fuck? You just came out with it. I was like joking about the mob. Motherfucker. Plus, her father is a high-ranking executive and ex-Yakuza association. What the fuck? Where did the Yakuza come from? Did you know that? What? What? Have you ever seen where Shion-san lives? No, bro. It's a very picture of a gambox house, protected by high walls, barbed wire fence, and security cameras. If you have the chance, you should go and visit her. Fuck you, old man. What the fuck? You can't drop a bomb like this. She mentioned me on being a successor to a Yakuza group? No. Not at all, not at all. A boring old Yakuza group isn't the only thing Mio and Sonozaki-san will inherit. She inherited the Sonozaki family itself. It'll leave it to you to mull over what exactly that means. Oishi has spoken lightly about this from the start to finish, but what he was saying wasn't like in the least. It was abrupt and unbelievable. In Mio-san Vanish, she could kill someone in the middle of the street and still cover it up. That's not why. No, don't give me this in my head, please. Not only would witnesses not show up, she put pressure on the police too. Oh, fuck. Mio would never kill someone. Nah, she wouldn't. I'm just speaking hypothetically. Your name, it was Oishi-san, right? Yeah, that's right. Then Oishi-san, whatever family Mion comes from, it doesn't change the fact that she's the best friend I could ever have, and I'm proud of that. I don't appreciate people speaking ill of her. Thank you. Okay, on one side, he's dumb. On the other side, he's loyal dumb. And we like loyal dumb. I let my quiet anger show through my gaze as I stared at him. Yeah, Ray KGB. Yeah, boy. Of course I could. I mean, he's dumb, but he loyal dumb. And we like loyal dumb, like I said. Of course, I could never see them tell he's thinking. So I didn't know if they're. If it had any effect. Then let me be frank. If Mio-san was suspected of harmful of incidents, what would you think? Don't tell me about the Watanagashi incidents. I'm not changing my mind. Oh god. Suspected incidents. You can't just say terrible stuff like that on a whim. Then it would be a misunderstanding, of course. Mion may say some dangerous things, but she not the kind of person who would do something so awful. Maibara-san, keep your voice down. We're in a library. Oshira shushed me. Oh, fucking shush yourself. But in a state of heightened excitement as I was, I wouldn't be calmed so easily. Please calm down. As I said before, the Sonozaki family holds a lot of power in this region, for better or for worse, so if anything happens, they would immediately be suspect. I appreciate if you could understand that. Well, I know that Oishi-san is trying to say. Combining it with that Shion told me before, the Sonozaki family is huge and controls everything from Hinamizawa to Okinomiya. Mion, meanwhile, is a successor, apparently holds strong influence over the entire family. Still, that's all. That's the only reason they're suspecting her. I'm just doing my job here. Not to doubt Mion-san or of anything, but to clear up suspicions surrounding her. Please think of it like that. he could talk out. He could talk a dog out of a meat truck. He was the definition of a shrewd, unfair adult. At this point, I began to think, oh god, that it was no coincidence I met him. Oishi-san, do you need something from me? Yes, I do. Keiichi Maibara-san. He answered in an absent tone of voice. Oh, that's why the fucking mob attacked me. Oh my god, they were the Yakuza. Oh my god, my brain is making connections. Oh my god, and the doctor was working for the family? I'm an idiot. I should have immediately gone to the Yakuza branch. Mion's being suspected or something, and you came here from a friend of hers, me. Is that it? No, that isn't it. I didn't come to talk to a friend of Mion. I came here to talk to Keiichi Maibara-san. It would probably have to bother you. It would probably have bothered you if I visited your house. To me, what do the police want from me? Having realized this fact, coincidental meeting had me as its target. My mood immediately turned foul. Nah, you don't need to be so tense. Calm down and just answer a few questions. Am I being questioned? Let's call it a chat with a guy who happened to run into Nufufu. Oishi-san was freely suggesting that I relax. That said, behind his eyes was a light which I could only see sometimes that was sharp as a hawk. If I tried in vain to turn... Yeah, nobody's ever up to any good. Like, this game is just... Like, come on, now you throw the Yakuza in it? Come on. I'm just like, why? Why? If I try and read to run away, he might actually take me in a break, bring me to the interrogation room or something. I don't think he can do that to a minor. Not without the consent of the parents. And even the parents have to be like with them. I know this. I watch true crime. This was undoubtedly unpleasant though. You had a roaring good time with the Watanagashi festival. Oh, fuck off. How do you know? How do you know I was at the shed? Oh god, didn't you? Don't be around the bush, please. I can't do small talk right now. Last night during the festival... Did you see Jiro Tomitake-san and Miyu Tanako-san? Oh god, I'm a murder suspect, aren't I? Gulp. I could plainly... Why is the fucking Higurashi in the background now? You said it was quiet. Oh god, this is never a good thing. I could plainly feel myself give a start. Where did I put those pictures? Oh. Here they are. He opened a small notebook and removed 2 photographs. I didn't have to look. Well, who knows? I might have seen them around. I don't. Why are you lying to the police? You idiot! Oh, you dumbass! He has photographic evidence. What the fuck are you doing? I was asked the same question from the second time today. I gave the same answer for the second time too. You're a dumbass. Your memories are please, just give him the photos. He can't lie. You couldn't have possibly been drinking or anything. Nufufu. Here too, I got the same answer I had from Mion. I realized he wasn't taking my vague reply well. Why is he asking me the same thing Mion did? Because fucking Tomitake-san and Tanako are dead, aren't they? The dark feeling I had nearly forgotten turned to my conversation with Shion came rushing back in a hurry. We snuck into a sacred ritual storehouse, a punishable act. It was a tiny impulse. While it might not count for much now, I do feel sorry about it. Oh, he angry. That's not good. I'll ask you again. Did you see Jiro Tomitake-san and Mio Tanako-san at the festival last night? See? No, this is not... He can't book me. Right? He can't book me. Because, motherfucker, I don't have a lawyer with me. I don't have a parent with me. I am underage. And he, literally, a man of authority, is giving me shit. A kid. And probably suspecting me of murder. This is not a good thing. His tone was soft, but there was a dreadfulness in his voice, clearly different from the first time he asked. I'm scared. That was exactly how I felt. Oh, God. Let me repeat the question. My answer won't change. You fucking dumbass. He has pictures. What is wrong with you? I don't remember. There wasn't any better answer I could give him. I don't have the balls to say I didn't see him there, nor the courage to admit I had. I see. You are a dumbass. Why is the fucking thing the same as Mion? I just thought that maybe I'd get a different answer if I asked the second time. I'm too scared to look Yoshio in the eyes. I changed the question. Come, my Bara-san. Relax, relax. I'm not relaxing. He grabbed my shoulder and squeezed them as he's trying to give me a massage. No! It mostly just hurt though. Still, why would he ask the same things at Mion? Is he asking the same things then the next same question must be... On the same night of the festival, did you see Shion Sonozaki-san? What the fuck? What's happening? Clatter, clatter, clatter. I wonder what the sound was, and when I looked down, I saw that it was the unmelted ice in the cups I was gripping in my hands. My hands were trembling, rocking the ice back and forth. Realizing that, I hastily put the remaining ice in my mouth and crouched down on it. Sorry. I may have seen her, but well, you know, she looks just like Mion. Might have just mistaken the two. Oh, you're such a fucking bad liar. Why are you such a fucking bad liar? Nah, but that can be. Suddenly, I should have grabbed both my shield and hard on to give me a level stare. This is what it must feel like to be a deer in headlights. I want to look away, but I can't. This is the first time I expected such a piercing stare. Mion-san and Shio-san were completely... Oh my god, it's the same as Shion! What the heck is happening? You wouldn't mistake the two so easily, I wouldn't think. Ibara-san. His voice was harsh. Ice, baby. Oh, don't make jokes now, Moon. This is not a good thing. I'm very much freaking out. Why is he having the same answers and question as Mion? Harsh. I could feel my heartbeat quickening. When I realized he could feel it through the hands on my shoulder, I got more scared. Why are Mion and Oishin both asking about the last night? Was sneaking into the storehouse so bad? I shouldn't have let Tanako-san talk into me. Tomitake casually said to check it out too, so even Shion, if she didn't encourage me. No, I understand. I was the one at fault here. Why are you the one at fault here? You motherfucker had nothing to do with it. You wanted a girl, and the girl fucked you up because now you have Oyashiro-sama's curse on you. I'm just saying, this is not a good thing. I shouldn't have let my curiosity get the better of me. Oh my god, and now my brain is making another correction. That's why the damn project stopped. Fucking Yakuza went to the government and said, hey, don't fuck shit up or we fuck you up. That's basically the whole story here. Ah! Oh, it makes so much sense that he was oh my god, that makes so much sense! Ah! Oh no! My brain is making connections! This is bad! I should have let my curiosity get the better of me. I shouldn't have gone into the forbidden storehouse. Oishi-san, I think that's our cue to get out of here. A young man wearing a suit came into the lounge. From the way he held himself, I knew immediately that he and Yoshiro-san subordinate. Oh, so it is. Closing time already? I hadn't realized it until he said something. The jingle and announcement telling patrons that the library had closed and started playing without me realizing it. I was so irritated, so old man, that I couldn't even hear it. Well then, my Barakun, we're out of time, so allow me to take my leave. I'd like to talk with you more about this at your leisure when we have more time. Fuck no, you're a bad cop. This isn't a joke. If I never see him again, it would be too soon. Oishi-san followed his subordinate and left the lounge behind him. However, the spun back around. Alright, my Bada-san. What is it? Those two questions I asked you before. You don't remember well enough to answer either of them, correct? Right. Just so you know, you saw them all yesterday. You were walking along, the four of you, having quite a pleasant time. Near the stone steps. I saw you with my own eyes. Fuck! I told you not to lie! I could have caught my breath and my heart seemed to like it was about to stop. What a detestable person. He's an asshole. He knew and he was testing me. We'll meet again. Have a good year. I hope I never see your face again. You fucking despicable cop. Like, you can't do that. Why did I have number one? Oh my god. I was smiling the whole time. That was not my intention. This is scary, not smiley. I was on my way back home. The cries of the Higurashi accentuated the already lonely evening. More time has passed as I thought. The orange of the dusky sky has been chased down little by little by an indigo color approach from the east. Exhausted from the slow climb towards Hinamizawa, without even noticing, I've gotten off my bicycle and was pushing it uphill. I don't understand any of this. No one had told me in my face that I'd done something wrong. See, that's also the thing. A cop is, by nature, required to say for what crime you're being accused. But he wasn't being accused of anything. That's the thing. If he was being accused, he had to say of what he was being accused. But given the fact that Shion's okay, it's probably Sonizaki-san and Tanako-san that are fucked. No one told me to my face that I've done something wrong. No, in fact, it might have been much easier on me that way. What happened yesterday really was just my curiosity. In reality, no more than a quiet prank, no more than having the courage to cross at a red light, as long as you did it with the other people. The storehouse for ritual implements, hallowed ground, only accessible to the family of the priest. But see, if the priest got fucked, Bangor OCT, yeah. But if the priest got killed, the song is really good. Um, for sure, I've seen terrifying things that I never imagined would be there. Thinking of it now, though, it didn't matter that I was stored away inside. It didn't make it the wrong I had committed any more right. But what did you do wrong? You just went into a shed with fucking torture devices. If the Hinamizawa people were any good, they would destroy the torture devices. What if the Yakuza are using the torture devices? Oh, while the four of us did, Mion seemed to know about it. For some reason, even the police were trying to learn what the four of us did. Did we do something so bad? Really? It doesn't matter how wrong it was. I did something wrong. It was nothing more than that, and yet I couldn't accept it. I didn't apologize to Mion or Ishii. All I did was shield myself with ambiguities. I did something wrong yesterday. I set foot in a forbidden storehouse for a little bit of mischief. I forgot everything I saw in there. I won't ever do something like that again either. I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. See, this is my... Sometimes I feel sorry for Keiichi. Like, he didn't mean anything bad by it. If I apologize like that, would they forgive me? The suddenly cool evening air left no room for such sentiments, however, as it mercilessly chilled my feet, urging me to head home as soon as possible. In the end, the evening air was correct. If I turtled along such an isolated road, regrets would pile on top of regrets, but nothing would change. Let's go home. I'll go home to my room, put on my favorite music and something and go to bed. That might sound plain and boring, but it's probably the strongest I felt all day. Ooh! Now that I made the decision, there was no point dwindling in a place like this. I sat back on my bike. I pushed hard on the pedals. I rapidly advanced forward. I steadily gained speed. The wind was cutting and mercilessly cold. It actually felt good, as it were softly punishing me. I didn't eat much dinner before excusing myself early and returning to my bedroom. My mom called me from downstairs. Keiichi, you have a call. It's from Sonozaki-san. Sonozaki? Was it Mion? No, it was Shion. I just remembered. She had said something she wanted to tell me today. Oishi-san had interrupted us, so she didn't get the chance. Shion had said that she'll call tonight. Hello? Is that you, Shion? Hello. Ran into a bit of trouble today, didn't we? She said it in a plainly that I got a bit annoyed. She was the one who left me there and ran. Don't say that. I gave you the signal to run away with me, didn't I? You just sat there looking dazed, Kei-chan. I wasn't dazed. All of a sudden you left me there, and after that I had to put up with that Oishi guy for ages. Don't complain to me about it. I can't believe she passed it off like that. She looks just like Mion, and yet inside she's this different? Utterly irritated at myself, I realized I was somewhere in my mind hoping that the same reaction I would get from Mion, even though she's a different person. Sorry, next time I'll run away first thing and leave you there. Hey, it's ladies first, haha. I don't like Shion. Shion laughed refreshingly. When I heard her voice, I realized that she wasn't really that angry or anything. It was just as she said. The cause of my temper was because of my own fault for not leaving immediately. I stopped blaming it on others. Blaming it on others would be... Anyway, you had something to tell me, right? Oh yeah! I mean, if you already know, then it's not something that bears repeating. Do you already know? Shion lowered her voice as if she were glancing around. I had no idea what I could already know. Sorry, but I have no clue what you're talking about. At least give me a hint. So that means you don't know. She seemed to take my stupid sounding question as evidence. However, her voice didn't sound disappointed or exasperated in the slightest. Actually, it's about last night during the Watanagashi festival. My entire body jolted as I was assaulted by a terrible feeling. No shit. Ichi, going to ask me the same thing. Hello? Kei-chan, are you listening? Yeah, I am. What about last night? The four of us went in there, right? She didn't beat around the bush. Whether or not I wanted to admit it, that was the actual honest truth. I couldn't Oh, is this Mion acting like Shion? Oh, God. I couldn't act like it hadn't happened. Then after that, we walked away together and then went our separate ways near the stone stairs, right? Tanako and Tomitake-san went to the stream and you stayed there, Kei-chan. I went over to some relatives. Yeah. Why do you ask? We won't make any progress if we keep asking each other questions, so let me ask this question first. Okay? You mean, didn't I see Tomitake-san and Tanako-san last night? Huh? Oh yes. Did you see the two of them after that? I'd be lying if I said I wasn't surprised. This is the third time I've been asked this question today, and my throat hurts. Ah, good water. Why? What the hell was going on? Why? Why are you asking me that? No, Kei-chan. I'm asking the question. Please answer me. Did you, Shion? If you answer first, then I'll answer. My shabby response says how scared and small I felt after everything that had happened today. Shion didn't say anything for a few moments. Just as I was beginning to think I really put my foot in my mouth with that response, she finally answered. Of course I didn't see them. My relatives were with me and they can vouch for me for that. I didn't see them either. People can vouch for me too, like me and Ren and everybody else. Now that we knew our answer matched, she let out a sigh that sounded relieved than anything else. Thank you for answering me honestly. Okay then, I'll tell you. Apparently last night Tonako-san and Tomitake-san died. I knew it! I fucking knew it! Sorry, Shion. What was that you just said? Apparently last night Tanako-san and Tomitake-san died. Tanako was found buried to death. What the heck? Wait, then Tomitake-san was taken away? Right? Oh, wait, Tanako Gyu? They said Gyu-san. Tanako Gyu, right? Was found burned to death. Tomitake-san was, well, it looked like a suicide. No, that doesn't make sense. Oh no. Oh fuck. Okay, so Tanako and Tomitake-san were killed, right? Does that mean we're gonna be demoned away? Because there were two bodies, and two bodies will go and disappear. I found out this morning. I heard my dad talking to a relative on the phone about it. Late last night, a police car on its way back from the festival securely had discovered Tomitake-san lying in the middle of the road, heading towards Okinamiya. That's how it ended. Yeah, that's how it was last time. He had clawed out his throat and died. But we figured out that there was a syringe responsible for that, right? He was poisoned. What, he clawed his own throat? That bright, cheerful Tomitake-san committed suicide? That can't possibly be right. The police did an autopsy. He did it with his own fingernails. He scratched up at his throat so hard that he ruptured his blood vessels and bled out. He died in a pool of his own blood. That's what they said. I've never heard of such a thing, insane suicide. Because it wasn't. He was poisoned with the fucking syringe. You can't just scratch open your own throat like that. I realized. Oh, now I remember what happened to me. I think I did the same thing in the last episode. Like Tomitake-san. I realized I was yelling too loud, so I lowered the force and I was putting in my voice. I didn't want my parents to hear me, so I switched to the cordless phone and ran up to my room. Sorry for yelling. So, was Tanako-san, was that a suicide too? In her case, it was a little unclear. She was in a barrel, burned to a crisp. Tanako-san's body was found in the mountains of Gifu Prefecture. Oh, Gifu! I'm an idiot. Employees at the restaurant nearby reported the police late at night that they could see flames in the mountains. The firefighter dispatched there was the first ones to find her. An autopsy concluded that it was a burned corpse of half-naked female. They initially considered the body beyond recognition, but directly after that they were recast for dental comparison from the XX Prefecture Police Station Okinomiya, and the results concluded that it was Mio Tanako. The case of death wasn't confirmed, but it was highly likely to have been a homicide since she was in her undergarments and her clothes were nowhere in the area. Oh, somebody wanted to make her suffer. Oh, somebody was making them both suffer. Like, oh god. That's not bueno. That's not bueno at all. It couldn't possibly have been suicide. If you're going to die, there are plenty of easier ways, aren't there? Yeah, I think self-burning is the most insane thought. It does happen, but it's just... I don't think that's a big probability. I think it's homicide. This can't be suicide. That's what I think. It's unthinkable that Tomitake-san would kill himself too. After the two of us read at each other, there was a silence as we paused to clutch our breaths. As we calmed down our nerves right then, I understood what Shion's story actually meant. I think it will end up being Oyashiro-sama's curse. We all did more than enough to deserve it, after all. You gotta be kidding! It's not like Shion wanted to see it with me. Just went along with her. Shion wanted to see it with me. I just went along with her. I tried to say that, but I fell silent. Nothing will come out of me blaming others. I didn't matter how much everyone else encouraged me, I could have put my foot down. I lost my own half-assed sense of adventure and the gear to go with them. Yes, it was my fault and no one else's. Shion, last night when we snuck into the ritual house, did you predict things would turn out this way? Of course not. I mean, I thought it was pretty risky, but I never ever dreamed something like this could happen. Shion's words were probably her true feelings. She knew she could get in trouble if it were caught, but that was the thrill of this little adventure. It was the same for me. Besides that, Kei-chan, think about it for a moment. Didn't Oyashira's come turn out a little strange this year? Yeah, cause it has to be one death and one kidnapping. Yeah, there are two deaths, so I'm pretty sure 2 kidnappings are gonna happen. It was already pretty strange seeing at how Tomitake-san and Takano-san died like that. Given all that, what could possibly be stranger? I mean that they found 2 corpses, and remember what I said. Every other year, one person would die, the other person would disappear. This year, it's the first time 2 people have been found dead. That may be true, but that's not a huge deal, is it? It is, Kei-chan. Think about it harder. Listen. If 2 people died because of Oyashiro-sama's curse, then in order to quell Oyashiro-sama's 2 people would need to be sacrificed. Ya fucked. Is that how it works? So what? Tomitake-san and Takano-san died, so now 2 people are gonna go missing this year? I don't understand why, but when I said that, I felt my spine freeze. I don't think anyone's been confirmed missing yet. I think that those 2 people have yet to disappear. Shion, like me, was obviously getting the same feeling crawling down her back. 2 people have yet to disappear. Shion didn't answer. I couldn't say any more than that either. A chill crept through my clothes and tried to wrap it to a fist around my heart. Cold hands feeling about my chest. Neither of us could say anything. Tomitake-san opened the lock and he died. Tanako exposed the ritual storehouse and she died. If 2 more people were to be sacrificed, it's us. Then they would be none other than the 2 ones who entered with them, none other than us. No, this has got to be some joke. I wanted so much for her to pass this off as a joke even now. That, though, was such an incredibly difficult and selfish request. If Tomitake-san and Tanako-san had died in a common way, like a car accident, I could tell myself it was a coincidence. Instead, he clawed out his throat and then she burned to death, drowned in oil in the mountains. The true deaths were out of it, the ordinary that I couldn't possibly dismiss it as mere coincidence. It was as if, in exchange for sneaking into the ritual storehouse, there must have been someone punishing us, some sort of cruel will working behind the scenes. Even so, I still didn't want to accept that terrifying truth. If I did, then I would have acknowledged that a horrible crisis was growing near for Shio and I. And why I argued against it? I argued knowing I was running away. In the first place, it's not even in the newspaper, is it? Such a monstrous incident would be all over the newspaper and television. Magazine writers will be flooding the village too, thinking it'd make for an interesting story. Of course, it's not getting reported by the media. That's how it was in the past too. When the incidents occurred for the third year in a row, there are some third-rate magazines that sniffed up the story and read issues of gossip columns about Hinamizawa. Fearing that the region would develop a negative stigma, they negotiated with the prefecture and the police. Since last year it became a big conspiracy where no information about the incident was allowed to leak into the media. That's no, what's it called? Isn't it freedom of the press or something? The police are obligated to like tell like incidents like this, isn't it? Am I dumb? I'm pretty sure that's how it is. I heard the elders and top brass from the Sonozaki family put all the pressure they could on the police. Then you mean their deaths are going to be dealt with in total secrecy? That's how it is. Of course, the police are investigating it. That's being performed in secret too, though. So I heard the investigation itself is very restricted in what it can and can't do. That's bullshit. Nobody has that. I'm sorry. Is it like this with the Yakuza? I'm so confused. I thought the Yakuza were all about extortion, trafficking, and all that stuff. Not. I know they kill people too, but did they have such power over the police? Damn. Okay. Okay, my brain is trying to wrap around that. You could essentially say they're interfering with police investigation, pretty much. The story was unbelievable. People died, and yet they don't publicize it and deal with everything in secret, which I'm pretty sure that's against the law. Anywhere. If we break it down further, it means that no matter who dies on the night of Atanagashi, it won't go public. That's the biggest pile of bullshit I've ever heard. Yes, thank you. Kei-chan, before I say how the villagers could be the ones carrying out Oyashiro-sama's curse, that's what I meant. At some point, a tradition was created here in Hinamizawa, where every year you're allowed to kill someone on the night of Atanagashi under the guise of it being Oyashiro-sama's curse. When somebody dies on the night of Atanagashi, it turns the curse of Yorishiro-sama. The curse turns into a serial murder incident. In order to avoid exacerbating the negative stigma surrounding those incidents are dealt with in secret. That's insane. Dead and missing people turn up every year. However bad the stigma gets, the police have to draw the line somewhere, don't they? People say the incidents happen every year in mysterious, but the police can get the job done when they need to. After that, the incidents always get resolved individually. It does end up being a string of incidents, you know. It just so happens that sometimes the fortunate happens of the night of Atanagashi every year. That's all it turns into. Most of the criminals responsible for the original dismemberment were arrested. The last one managed to stay away, but the events were totally exposed and allocated, so it was in essence resolved. The band support couple died in an accident on the second year. That was an accidental death, plain and simple. They made a lot of investigation into the possibility of having a homicide, but they didn't turn up anything. It ended up as an incident. It was resolved on the third year. The priest fell ill and passed away. There was a doctor present at the hospital in his deathbed, and they all trustworthy medical certificates. Yeah, but the doctor can work for the Sonozaki family, and then you're fucked. Because I had a doctor, and the guy wanted to. He was part of the mob. They even did an autopsy. It concluded that it was a homicide. That was resolved too. On the fourth year, the sister-in-law of the dam supporting couple was murdered. Normal man of history, usage. He confessed the thought of Yashiro-sama's curse was so interesting he wanted to try out. The criminal died of an accident while in prison, so his accident was actually resolved as well. That's right. None of the incidents had any relation to another, and each was independently resolved. So then why does an unfortunate coincidence occur every year on the night of Otonagashi? You can try and say it's a string of related incidents, but they are not related. Yet every year someone always dies and someone always disappears. The stories Tanako told me on the day before during the setup, now that the curse really had occurred this year. I couldn't just laugh it off. Then does that mean it'll come for us too? Just like how one person dies, the other disappears every year, I'm saying we'll be taking with the Tomitake-san and Tanako-san and erase too. My list had at some point become completely dry, and just saying that was difficult. Shion didn't respond. Her silence was the clearest form of confirmation she could give me. Well, I mean, sure, we went somewhere we shouldn't have, but we were just looking, right? We didn't steal anything or think anything out, and we didn't tell anyone we looked, right? I was already regretting having committed such a wrong. Even so, was it really so bad that Tomitake-san and Tanako-san deserved such a cruel death? No! And besides, I didn't care about anything I saw in there at all. Tanako-san was the only one getting so happy over it, wasn't she? Tanako-san was the only one at fault. I don't have anything to do with this. I'm not interested, I'm not involved, I don't give a shit about whatever was in there. I knew saying so wouldn't resolve anything. I could feel myself, my cold self, in the innermost depths of my heart, disgusted at this pointless howling. However, my emotions were working through the dam, and I couldn't stop them anymore. I didn't have any interest in any of this from the start, damn it. All I wanted to do was watch Rika-chan's performance. You were the one who pulled me away from that, weren't you, Shion? I don't give a rat's ass whenever those two were trying to steal something or try to meet up secretly or whatever. That's right, you're the one who made me go there in the first place, Shion. Oh god, now you're blaming Shion. Like, didn't you say I have to take I have to take responsibility? Fuck you, you son of a bitch. Now you're blaming the girl. You were all K-chan, you need to see what's inside, and you convinced me and then pulled me in. Why the hell did you do that? Don't blame her for your decisions. I didn't have anything to do with this. What will you do? What are you going to do, damn it? How are you gonna take How are you going to take responsibility for this? Oh, you're an asshole. Oh, now I remember why I hated you, Keiichi-kun. Keiichi-kun. Now I remember. Huh? Hey, are you listening? Ah. Click. Without any worrying, the phone caught off with the soft sound of the receiver being slammed down. Shin was just terrified as I was and just said some self-centered things. My rallied emotion disappeared as they never existed. In their place surged waves of deep regret at having run my mouth so irresponsibly. I couldn't try to call out Shio's name from beyond the disconnected phone, but it was too late. What have I done? You're an asshole. You have always been an asshole. I am not surprised. Shion was the only one to cheer me as much as she could about this thing about the descendant upon us. As far from me, I was only one like a child about it. I went to call her back, but then I remembered she lived in Okinomiya. Didn't know her phone number. You can redial. Can you not do that? Am I dumb? Don't phones at that time have that? Since I had declared that I hadn't seen Shion last night, I couldn't just call Mion and ask her for Shion's phone number. I was too scared. I couldn't even call her back. I was stricken with hopelessness and regret. I returned the receiver to its stand and I simply prayed that Shion would call me again. Please, Shion. calm down and call me again. Ring, ring, ring. Hello, this is Maibara. I swept up the receiver as though it wouldn't go through and if I didn't grab it at the exact moment. Is this Maibara residence? Excuse me for the late call. I'm Kimiyoshi. Is this the head of the household? It was the voice of a middle-aged man. All my hopes rushed out of me. No, it isn't. If you need that, I'll go call him. I went to put the receiver back down, but the man stopped me hurriedly. Oh, no. If it's me, then it's fine. This may be a strange question, but is my old man paying you a visit? No, nobody's here at the moment. I see. Again, I apologize for calling you so late at night. Goodbye. No. They were checking if you were alone. I don't know who that was, but what if Shion tried to call while I was talking to him? I thought, bubbling with egotistic anger. Hey, wait. Give it a break, Keiichi Maibara. These are the selfish emotions that made Shion mad at me, aren't they? The more I thought about it, though, the more I thought that Shion had given up hope in the short time since we had our conversation and didn't want to call anymore. Calm yourself, Keiichi Maibara. If Shion does call again, the first apologize in a calm voice. If you do that, then Shion should understand. However, no matter how long I waited, the phone didn't ring again, and it just... Okay. Okay, I'm gonna read the scraps, and then I'm ending it for today. Ooh, form an alliance, close calls. From the scrapbook, this is from Tanako-san. The significance of the Watanagashi. Watanagashi, a festival of hunting for sacrifices and feasting on them. While the festival is remarkable, it has come to be considered a form of entertainment as well. Perhaps it was because of the disparity between being both an ergogious act and a form of entertainment that the perpetrators began to believe themselves transcendent. However, I found some very interesting literature that appeared to raise questions about that explanation. As with most oral tradition, it's not easy swallowed, but it does mention a few things that spark my interest. According to this literature, even the residents of Onigafuchi village felt fear towards this ritual. Oh, fear! Women and children would grow pale and tremble, and those weak constitution would vomit, but it said at the feast the dissection was an obligatory viewing. Okay, brain. Chill. What if Sonozaki family and other high-ranking families did this because they felt that the god was giving them favors for it, right? And so they were doing it, but everybody else in Hinamizawa was like, please don't do this anymore. And they were like, fuck you, we're doing this. And now we have this. It's an extremely curious tale. Until now, I thought that the residents of Onigafuchi village were fascinated by the Watanagashi ritual. They looked down on those vulgar barbaric humans, caught them moving like fish, and by eating them, they reaffirmed their own holiness. At least that's what I thought. However, if what the villagers gained from its ritual were no fascination but fear, that would suggest a ritual meant something entirely different. There's the possibility that the execution were meant as warning, encouraging villagers to strictly follow the religious precepts created by those with power for their own convenience. Onigafuchi was being avidly ruled over by the three old families called the Three Family. Oh, one is the son of... Oh my god, I knew it! Without investing the 3 million, I probably won't then include the truth of the Onigafuchi village. It has to be Sonozaki, it has to be the priest family, and then another family. Right? It has to be. There's no fucking way there. The three families refer to the three old families who effectively came to rule Onigafuchi village. To break it down, there is what the Kimoyoshi family, the Furuda family, and the Tsunozaki family. Yeah, okay. And each of them still exists today. Though they don't have as much control as they did in the remote past, they did still hold considerable influence today. The three families are considered by legend to be those in whom the blood of the swamp demons run the thickets. What did I say? What did I say? And because they were cross-pollinating, mm-mm, mm-mm. Komi-no-Yushi family. The Komi-Yushi family appears to have held great power as the head of the three families, but it doesn't have that kind of leadership today. The current mayor of the village, Yoshiri Koreyushi, is from this family. The fact that the members of the Extreme are elected as mayor every generation is thought to be a remnant of the old system. Of course, there's no rival candidates appear. It doesn't change the fact that the Kimoyoshi family holds the major office even though the popular election in the post-war era. The Furude family, the center of the village fate since Riku's family. The Furude clan is guarded the sole shrine dedicated to Yoshida-sama. They were worshipped as the only people to represent the voice of Yoshida-sama for a long time, but the family branched off after the war and lost most of its power. Now it consists of only the main house. The main house as well presently consisted of the only one daughter, Uriko Furude, so the lineage may end in this generation. There is apparently an old tradition of honoring females of the Furude, so the only daughter, Rika, is the subject of much respect amongst the elderly, oh my, elderly, elderly, oh my god, of the village. The so, this, The Sonozaki family said that this family had a certain police-like role of protecting the religious perception of Nigofuchi village. The three families, their relatively weak position can be seen from the putting them there last. Of course, today the Sonozaki is flourishing and the state of affairs among the three families is completely reversed. Even now, no one can say that they are in control of Hinamizawa. Oh, that they are in control. The three families conferring with each other is similar in the old way. The current head of the Fonogazaki family, or you, essentially decide all of the going on in village by yourself. Hmm. Excuse me for the late call. I'm Kimi no Yoshi. Is this the head of the household? Yes. No, not at all. Thank you very much for that. Yes. Well, you see, I do apologize for calling at this hour, but I was wondering if the old man was visiting during the moment. You got it right. Yes. Once again, I'm very sorry for calling so late. Goodbye. Click. So, no good? I'm not sure what to do. He may be passionate about it, but he always at least gives us a call. You called everyone he plays Go with, didn't you? Bring, hello? This is Kimiyoshi. This is Sonozaki. How did it go? Have you found the mayor? Oh, Mion-chan. I called everyone I could think of, but I came with nothing. We can't find him. What did I do? Where could he be idling about? I put a word in with a bunch of people who might have had an idea, but nobody did. I asked Nana about it. She said that we should get the men of the village together and search for him. At this hour, I mean, it's not like he's definitely gone missing. When Nagashi just happened, she thinks we should do a little Oh, so Mion is not part of it? She thinks we should be a little more cautious. If we still can't find him, then we notify the police tomorrow morning. Whenever or not we find him, though, we should refrain from making any false accusations. Oyuru-san said that. Yes. If you can't trust her without hearing her voice, then I can put her on for you. No, that's fine. I understand. We'll get the men together in search. If we still can't find him, then we'll notify the police in the morning. She'll leave it to you to organize the men. I'll be there as well, and as Nana's representative. Thank you. I'll get every person together immediately. Thanks. I'll talk to you later. So, brain thought. What do we think? Mion sounded weird. I don't think the Nana said that. Anyways, thank you everybody for being here. Thank you Lan, thank you Amin, thank you Moon for chatting. I have a YouTube, I have a Twitter, all can be found in the About Me section on Twitch. YouTube has all my old streams. Twitter is when I oh bye bye. I mean, is when I'm streaming. And I wish you all a very good beginning, middle, and end of your day. And just enjoy yourselves. Okay, okay. Bye bye.